In the United States, we spend just over $10 billion a year on self-help. That includes books, audiobooks, CDs, programs, DVDs, and so on. That's not because we're all crazy, lost souls, but it's because we're all in search of meaning. And everybody has a different definition for that meaning. I like to call it the magic life. What comes to your mind when you hear the words magic life? Anyone?
Luck.
Luck?
Good luck.
Good luck.
Happiness.
Happiness. Fulfillment. Agency. Those are all very good answers. Somebody in the back that we missed. Yes? Yes, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. A magician. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful answers. I love that last one. In January 2004, my wife Kelly and I went to Disney World for our honeymoon. And one night we entered a store called Magic Masters. In Magic Masters, a magician performs magic effects for an audience like this, maybe a little bit smaller, and then something very interesting happens. Those magic effects have secrets, and anyone who is interested in a particular secret can buy it. That night, I was enthralled by all the magic that I saw. I wanted to buy every single secret for every magic effect, and my wife said, "Calm down. Take it easy. I know you're excited. We can buy a few." So we bought 3 secrets for $59.95. I couldn't wait to get back to our hotel room. For the wrong reasons on the honeymoon, right? But I couldn't wait. When we got to the room, I was highly disappointed by the simplicity of the secrets. In fact, they were borderline silly, and I started to doubt my intelligence, and I said, did I really fall for something so simple? But what was even more disappointing than the simplicity of the secrets was the difficulty of performing the actual move. So after about half an hour of fumbling around with the cards and the coins, I pushed them aside and I said to my wife, "Baby, these tricks are hard." She looked at me with her big, brown, encouraging eyes and said, as only a wife can say, "We paid $60 for those stupid tricks." So you better practice. So I practiced. And I practiced a lot. And then it hit me. I wanted to pay $60 and buy my way in, become a magician, instantly create magic. But it doesn't work like that. Magicians often practice a simple move for months before it's perfected, a move that the audience sometimes doesn't even see. And you are the magician of your life. The magic life is the life that people dream of living but never take any action to live. It's the life that people imagine, the life that people foresee, the life that they wish they could live. And sadly, many people's hopes, goals, and dreams go with them to the grave. And that's why it's been said that the greatest loss in life is not death. The greatest loss in life is what dies inside of us while we're living. And today you will receive 3 keys for living your magic life. Keys for making a dream a reality, even if people think you're crazy. For finding fulfillment both inside of work and outside of work. And the key to one underestimated technique that magicians use to create magic every day. And these keys will come to you with the letters MAC. MAC, where each letter stands for an action that you can take to electrify your life right now. The M stands for motivation. Motivation. When your alarm clock goes off in the morning, do you jump right up or do you snooze it 5 times? Who snoozes? The only difference between anyone in this room is the number of times that you snooze. There's a very smart group of guys who invented an alarm clock which bounces off your nightstand the minute it starts to ring. And it bounces all over your bedroom. The only way you can stop it is by chasing this thing, bumping your head into all your bedroom furniture, picking it up, and hitting it to stop. And after you've gone through that entire ordeal, trust me, you don't want to go back to bed. That's a very, very smart invention. And it's all about willpower and motivation, because when we think about willpower and motivation, we often think that some people have it and others don't. But that's not the case. Those that seem to effortlessly exhibit willpower are those that find strategies to make it easy for themselves. Let's say you're addicted to chocolate, and every night at 9 p.m. you have this heavy, strong craving for chocolate. And you get to the kitchen and you have this decision to make. Lindt chocolate, Nutri-Grain bar. Lindt chocolate, Nutri-Grain bar. I can tell you what I would choose, Lindt chocolate. But wouldn't the decision be much easier if there weren't any chocolate in the house to begin with? Let's say you hate Monday mornings. You have what we call SNS. You know what SNS is? It's Sunday night syndrome. And it usually starts around 3:30 p.m. on Sunday. It's that awful, painful. Yeah, somebody's feeling me there, right? Sunday night syndrome is that awful, painful pit in your stomach, feeling of dread about the approaching Monday. So if you have SNS and you hate Monday mornings, how about clearing your desk on Friday afternoon? Clearing it of all clutter and spending maybe 15 minutes developing a plan of everything, every task that you're going to tackle when you get back to work. It may not eliminate your SNS, but at least it will minimize it. And if you want to work out 4 times a week at 5 in the morning, wouldn't it be easier to pick a partner who's already doing that than your lazy husband who's going to wake up in the morning and say, "Want to skip?" Sure you want to skip. So motivation and willpower are about making it easy for yourself, taking the easier path. Have you ever felt that your life is easy? No hurdles, no obstacles, everything is going very smoothly. Have you ever felt like that? Maybe. And you're kind of coasting. Now, which most of you drive, but if you're driving, the only way to coast is downhill. So if your life is getting easier, maybe you're going downhill. But if something takes you out of your comfort zone and makes you wonder why you even undertook it, and you say, "Oh man, am I crazy? Why am I doing this?" Then you have become uncomfortable being comfortable. And that's what motivation is all about. That's what Alex talked about a little bit when he drew the circles. Getting outside of your comfort zone. Being uncomfortable, being comfortable is what motivation is all about. The greatest 3 stresses in life that will make you uncomfortable are a new relationship, new job, and moving. But each of those situations comes with great promise. And many of the discomforts in life come with great promise. Ask any woman that has given birth. And many of them turn right around and have another baby. And that's not because women are crazy, but it's because they go through pain and discomfort for a result that brings them and everybody else much enjoyment. So you may say, well, how can I be motivated if I have nothing to motivate me? I have a dead-end job, no relationship, no life. I have nothing to motivate me, and that's where the A comes in. The A stands for aspiration. You can't find motivation if you don't define your aspiration. What do you want to do? When I was 10 years old, people would say, Nana, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I'd say, I want to be a doctor, just like my daddy, because I thought that answer would make my father proud. When I was 15, I answered the same way. When I turned 18, I said, I don't want to grow up. But it was too late. And I said that because I watched working adults going to work every day, doing what they thought they had to do rather than what they wanted to do. And that's simply called the rat race. And the problem with the rat race is that even if you win the rat race, you're still a rat. So what do you want to do? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? And there's a method for figuring that out. There's a method that I call the HIT method. H-I-T, HIT method, because if you employ it, you're likely to hit your goals and aspirations every time. The H is for huge. When you set a goal, set a huge goal. Set a huge aspiration, a lofty one. If you tell your family and friends what you want to do and they fall on the floor laughing at you, then you know you have a good goal. And this next step is one that people don't take seriously and therefore don't do anything about it, the I, the I. And anyone that's serious about goal setting will do this. The I, imprint that goal in your mind, on a piece of paper, in your heart. Write it down. Because writing down your goals, writing down your aspirations puts feelings and emotions behind them. Your subconscious mind knows that, yes, this will one day become a reality. And the final, the T. Motivational speaker Tony Robbins sells millions of dollars on motivational programs, and he contributes much to that $10 billion of self-help that we were talking about at the beginning. But he admits that sadly only a small percentage of people actually take action on many of the lessons that he teaches. No matter how huge your goal is, no matter how many times you write it down, if you don't take action, you're wasting your time. So use the HIT method not only to define your aspirations, but also to take action. You've got to be passionate about what you're pursuing, but you've got to take action. You've really got to go for it. Now, this final key, the C, is one that magicians use every day to create magic. And it's something that we're taught from a young age, but something that often just feels kind of cliche. People just say it. So if I pull up my sleeves a little bit, and I pull out a silk, and I take the silk and push it into my fist, the silk disappears. But if I just come behind her ear like that, the silk reappears. For that magic effect to work, two things have to happen. You as the spectator must suspend your disbelief and choose to see and believe in magic. The same thing happens in your life. To see magic in your life, you must choose to suspend your disbelief and rid your mind of all the junk, the clutter, what I also call the smoke and mirrors, the negative occurrences in your life. You must choose to see magic if you want magic in your life. But the second thing is that I, as a magician, must believe in my ability to create magic for you. I must believe that it will work. The magic effect will work. You will react positively. In other words, I must believe in myself. Because if I don't believe in myself, nobody else will. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. And this is not something that parents, coaches, teachers, speakers, and preachers just like to say because it sounds cool, but belief in yourself is a fundamental component of success in any and every endeavor. In fact, psychiatrist Aaron Beck said that it's people's beliefs that cause them their problems. They don't believe that the therapy will work. Oh, they believe that they're incompetent. They believe that she'll never go out with me. And it's their beliefs that cause them their problems. And that's why I coined cognitive therapy, which makes people aware of their beliefs and enables them to change those beliefs if necessary. How do I know that? When I went to college, I had an average GPA. In fact, after my freshman year, one of my advisors looked at my transcript and said, "Nana, you're wasting your time." Can you imagine what those kinds of words do to the confidence of a freshman? Anyway, I graduated. And after working for about 2.5 years, I said to my friend Jen, "Hey, Jen, I want to go to business school. But I don't want to go to any business school. I'd like to go to a very good business school." And Jen said, "Do you know the kinds of grades you need to get into those schools? Forget it." Fortunately, I had a friend whose nickname was Opium. And Opium said, "Hey, listen, I got into Columbia Business School with a 2.4 GPA from Rutgers. Just apply. Just apply." And those words, "just apply," became the foundation of everything that I'm doing in my life. I did just apply. I did just get into the Yale School of Management. And everything that I'm doing after that time, from 2003 to 2005, takes those words, "just apply," into consideration. You see, many times we don't take a step because we think that someone will say no, whether it comes to decorating eggs, whether it comes to writing a novel, whatever the case may be, we don't take that first step. And it's true, people might say no, but they might say yes. And you'll never experience the yes of your magic life if you don't take action, if you don't just apply. See, the 3 keys of magic are simple, but it takes deliberate practice, effort, and commitment to apply them. And many people listen to this kind of message, clap, feel good, leave, and then don't do anything about it. So you have a choice to make when you walk out of these doors today, because your magic life is calling you, and the longer you ignore it, the louder and louder the calls become. So the choice is, will you ignore that call? Or will you take these 3 keys of magic and apply them to your life? Let motivation drive each and every one of your actions. Remember to define your aspiration. Let passion drive what you're going to do. Don't go into ventures that don't excite you. And finally, be confident. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, everybody will believe in you. And with these 3 keys of magic, you will live your magic life today.